We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Big Black Lights, we take a look at this.
And what this is from Nestle, from Hot Pockets, it is the Hot Ones Spicy Garlic Chicken and Bacon. Hot Pockets, here you can see them. I'm not going to cut a cross section, but there's what they look at. There's what they look like. And do you guys want, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get a knife and I'll do a cross section. I mean, why not? We'll do that momentarily. This is with the garlic Fresno sauce, which I just so happen to have more of. So the idea here is we're going to try one regular, one with the sauce, and I have not, at this moment, shot the 1/4 wing thing, so I got to be a little bit careful so I have enough left to do this. It's definitely, and there's enough for one of the wings, which is all I need. But I just got to be a little bit careful how I do it, so I don't go over that. But my fear here, without rhyming too much, is that this is going to need the sauce for all of it, because the sauce is actually quite good. It is probably my favorite Hot Ones heatinist sauce as far as actual flavor goes. So I'm cautiously optimistic about this. There's like little green flecks or something. I don't know what that is. And here is the ingredient panel. It's almost the entire side of this box. And I tried to go through it in the store, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing here. But this is, for me, this is ridiculous for basically pocket sandwiches. I mean, this is madness. Look at all these ingredients. Like, how does this even exist like this? There's just, some of it's the hot sauce itself, I'm sure, but there is so many preservatives and stuff like that, which kind of makes me wonder if Twinkies are not the only food that would survive a zombie apocalypse. Maybe the Hot Pockets with whatever all this is in it would also make it as well. So let me go grab a knife. I'll go grab a knife. And we'll come back and we'll get into these things. Stare at the box for a second. Did you guys have a good stare? Cool. Well, magically, here is the Kniffy. And so these are hot. I actually pre-warmed these up because, I mean, nobody cares about the packaging and the sleeve, right? Nothing special there. We've all seen it a million times. So about half the time when I get these, I don't bother with the sleeve because I don't want the outside too crispy. But here's a cross-section of what the inside looks like. It's kind of this goopy, sloppy mess. Is there any chunks of anything in this? How about this one? Oop. Had a little bit of pooping outside there. Oh, there's a chunk of chicken. Wow, one chunk. Awesome. All right, well, so that's kind of a far cry from this. Let's compare. Yep. Oh yeah, this artist rendering is right on. Like this could not be any better. I'm wondering when they stage these. I mean, obviously this is all Photoshop, but I wonder when they stage these if they just get an empty pocket and then just kind of put enough stuff in there until they get an adequate picture. Because that's kind of like what I'm feeling happens here with these. All right, well, yeehaw, let's get into it. Definitely a lot of cheese flavor here. What's funny is, I guess they do the melted cheddar there. Texture-wise, these are, I think the outside's okay. No real heat to speak of. They call us 2 out of 10. This is not a 2 out of 10. It is nowhere. It's great flavor, but does not have heat. If you see Fresno's, generally you can be assured of a really good flavor. For my money, those are one of the best tasting peppers out there. One of my wishes is that I actually had better access to them. Trying to track them down. I look for them every time I go to the store. That's my trip to the produce. I look specifically for Fresno's. I've seen them twice this year, all of 2023. These are fine. I mean, they're for a garbage food. I guess there's a little tingling there. I do like the exterior, whatever this coating is on here. I think that's pretty good. They used to have these pretzel ones that I actually thought were like real, like legit decent. They've gotten rid of that though, to my knowledge. I mean, this is okay. This is actually probably one of the better Hot Pockets out there right now. But to be honest with you, that speaks more to the degrading quality of this product than it does to how good this is. The inside of this is mostly mush. And it doesn't really taste like this. It's got more of a southwesterny vibe to it. Like a white people southwesterny type feel that you can get in chips and stuff like that sometimes. That's really how this comes across. Surprisingly, it's not bad. You know, I would, I want to say this is a couple bucks. I would probably actually get these again just to have, you know, when you need the, when you have the emergency munchies and you want something quick and fast. I got a little bit of a rant coming on these. Not these specifically, just generally this stuff. We'll get to that. Okay, that was without sauce. It actually is fine without sauce. I actually don't really have any complaints about it. It's garbage food. You know you're eating garbage food. I mean, there's no mistake in that, right? This is not high quality cuisine. No mistaking that. This is trash that you keep around that you can warm up and maybe if you do it, I don't know if people still do all night gaming sessions, but you can have this as an all night gaming session, right? If you don't want to get Cheeto dust all over your controllers, just kind of have it there. I'm kind of past that age now. I can't even tell you the last time I've liked the game well enough to want to play it all night. Okay. We're going to throw extra of this sauce on here. This one has slightly more meat than the other one. But the meat is really minuscule. It's like 10 grams of protein per sleeve. 10 grams of fat, and what's the rest of it? 40 grams of carbs. These are also a lot smaller than Hot Pockets used to be. Nothing like good old shrinkflation. I'm finally tasting a little bit of bacon. This is going to sound weird. I think these are actually better without the sauce. One more time just to be sure.
Interesting.
That sauce is just a touch too vinegary. It'll work well with this. This is a very earthy sort of glop that's in here. And so I don't know about you, but either my pseudo Southwest, pseudo Mexican type food, or my straight Southwest, straight, authentic Mexican flavors, I don't really like a lot of vinegar. I think that's a good, very good earthy cuisine style, and adding a lot of astringency to it really detracts from that. It really detracts from that. So for me, these are actually better without the additional sauce. And I think actually you could probably put like a Mexican sauce on it, like a Tamazula or something like that. Would probably be pretty good. But these actually, flavor-wise, are liquidy enough. They're moist enough. The flavor is solid enough. You don't really need to add anything to these. So, surprisingly, I expected these to be a throwaway. I really was reserved. I was looking around for them. So these were announced at the time of this filming. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. Behind me should be possibly one of the early snowfalls for winter. But this was announced well over a month ago at the time of this filming. And trying to find these has been... Admittedly, I haven't spent a lot of time driving around looking for them. But I look online to see where they are in stores. But I go there and it'd be just like the regular stuff, or it wouldn't be on the shelf at all. There's two variants of this. There is one that I think has the Los Calientes, which was not on the shelf. And there is a third one which uses the Apollo, which is brick wall behind your delivery service, which I never use. I literally cannot tell you the last time I used any kind of delivery service for anything. I don't like people coming to where I am, especially if I don't know them. Sometimes not even if I do know them. But definitely if I don't know them, I don't like them coming to where I live. I'm not a fan of that at all. So I don't even get pizzas delivered. So putting stuff, and I noticed that there's been a few other things that have been walled. Certain fast food restaurants want to do that also. They either put it behind the app or they put it strictly delivery service. And to me, it's like that's not going to drive members, I don't think, to your service. All it's going to do is lower your potential audience for that. And maybe they think that the Apollo is just for chili heads, and we'll do cartwheels and stuff to get anything that looks like it might have some spice in it, just because it is fairly rare unless we do it ourselves. I don't think that's the case, because everything is more expensive now. So you have something here that's a couple bucks, $2.5, whatever it is for the box of this, and then you start adding on delivery fees. It's like, what's the point? Although I have noticed actually the Apollo ones are like $7. So is it going to be better with Apollo? Probably not. Is it like a challenge that you can get points for or anything like that anywhere? Not to my knowledge. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like, why? What is marketing, right? What is that? But yeah, these. So these I will say are not going to be satisfying on a heat level to any chili head that I know of. The flavor wise, certainly not. You're eating trash, right? If you pick up anything that has hot pockets on it, you're in for trash. You're in for trash. Same with Totino's, same with SpaghettiOs, right? all that childhood crap that we had, right? That's it is what it is, right? It's something cheap and filling. That's the whole point of that. This one is cheap, filling, and easy is the idea behind these. This is, like I said, though, probably the best I've had of what's out there right now. And if I do see these again somewhere, like I had to go to Walmart to get these. If I do see them in a grocery store, I probably will pick some up just to have in reserve. Like they're relatively inoffensive. They are a little bit sloppy to eat. I don't like that so much. But if you let them cool a little bit, you'll get to gel, and you'll have this kind of slurry that you can eat. But they're not offensive taste wise. Really a lot better than I was expecting. Like shockingly better than I was expecting. 70% of my sodium for the day, though, right near. So, if you have hypertension issues, something you kind of want to keep on the back burner, just to not to do that. But yes, a lot of their crossover stuff is very difficult to find. I don't know why they approach things like that, but they also have tenders. As of this point, I have not found the tenders yet, but any Hot Ones crossover, we try to get it on the channel just to run through it. I think probably some other people have done this as well. But so surprisingly okay-ish. Let's call it that. We will call this the surprisingly okay-ish Hot Ones, Hot Pockets, spicy garlic, chicken, and beef.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.